how to talk to your hopefully ex-MAGA family during this holiday season. I want you to do something for me, my fellow feral leftists. If you go out to speak to your hopefully now ex-MAGA family members this holiday season, I want you to be strategic in the battles that you pick. Now, if you've chosen to separate yourself from people that drain your spirit, I see you, I get it, and I am cheering you on. Those of you going to the emotional front lines, we have some tips for you. We already know that MAGA does not care about civil rights, due process, the environment, or PDF files in the White House and government at large, but do you know something they do really care about? Their wallets. Recently, my head writer had to go in to an early Thanksgiving that his in-laws were hosting. Now, since September, things have been more than shaky with the wife's grandparents. They have threatened to disown everyone, including a freaking baby, in the wake of the Yelly guy's murder and the weaponization of it by the right. Well, things are different now for a variety of reasons, like the recent Epstein scandal and President Blowjob's desperate attempts to delay the inevitable, the undeniable, terrible state of the economy, and not to mention how Taco's brains seem to get meltier every time he abuses our eyes with his presence. The tide is shifting. People are burning their MAGA hats. The blue tsunami is very real. But like MTG, your grandparents are still America first, whatever that means. So how do you talk to them? What's your in? Well, recently, Eric did a massive deep dive into data centers and how they're harming the lives of everyday Americans, and that is an episode you won't want to miss. Americans like Beverly Morris, who bought a forever home down in rural Georgia right before Meta installed a massive AI data center 400 yards from her house. Beverly's water pressure went down to a trickle, her pipes were backed up by sediment, and her electricity costs during peak season doubled from $200 to $400 American dollars. That's a real effect that these choices are having on our people right now. Then we have Tucson, Arizona, where Amazon was trying to push through a shady backdoor deal to get a 290-acre data center that would have used the city's already strained water resources for its servers' cooling needs. Did you know that Tucson has already been in a drought for 25 years, by the way? Bold move. When Eric told his in-law about these two stories, she was actually sympathetic. What if a data center was installed near her house? What if their electricity costs doubled? Beverly's husband can't afford to retire right now, and what if that becomes her in the future? Everyone at that table could not refute what Eric was saying. Even the most conservative people at the dinner table had felt the cruelty of corporate America in one way or another. One of the extended family was just talking about how he might lose his job to AI soon and that he should probably retire beforehand. Making choices because a robot might steal your job is not the American way. No matter how uncaring your family members have become with the rise of the alt-right, they still do care about their finances. They still want to retire and spend time with their grandchildren if they haven't disowned them. They want cheaper groceries. These are pain points that we can talk about, and we should. It is not left versus right. It is them versus us. Billionaires versus we the people. And we know that if MAGA was watching the absolute self-destruction of the leftist movement, they would be talking about it from the rooftops. And above all else, you also can remain calm and collected, like Zohran Mamdani. No, seriously though, pay attention to how Mamdani does his thing and you will stay one step ahead. He gentle parented the heck out of the current sitting US president. We are all dreading the holidays, I know. Not all of us even have family left to break bread with. But something beautiful is happening right now. MAGA is collapsing, and you can stand with truth and facts backing you up. This is just a short video reminding you have a choice when having these difficult conversations. You can learn how to be a Mamdani in the debate chair instead of a quiet Spanberger. And that, I do believe, is going to be crucial for us to win the messaging war. And that, to me, looks like courage. You've been watching Courage Stories of Everyday Hope, a Doculite media production. My name is Lacie Madison. Please like and subscribe and share with everyone you know. Tell us your conversation tips below and stay sane this holiday season. We need your light burning bright this and next year and the year after that. All my light to you. Bye-bye.